Alright, I'll leave. Just know this. I'll be the sort of man who will be more than willing to make all your wishes come true. Just like I'm granting your wish right now. What do you mean Yvette owes you? I might not like the girl, but she doesn't owe you her body when she's not even your wife. Dad, what gives you the right to threaten Dr. Murphy? JJ, it's really great to see you, even though I know you don't feel the same about me. Then how come you're speaking with me right now, Yvette? Because I want to see how you're doing. How I'm doing? I'm sick to my stomach, knowing that Keith is going to make the biggest mistake of his life, hopping into bed with a Jezebel. You have some nerve showing up in my office after the way you behaved at Theodosius' palace the other day. If you're looking for an apology from me, Wanda, then you're not gonna get one. Come again? I won't apologize for how I acted when you and Udell were on your little date. Alan, if you're here to discuss Heidi, then you'd only be wasting your time showing up in my office. I'm not here to talk about Heidi, so you can breathe. But I am here to tell you that I'm a man of my word, Dr. Murphy. What's that supposed to mean? I confronted my father about the threats he made against you. What do you want, Isidore? I originally came for another reason, but another problem landed on my lap. What sort of problem? And what does it have to do with me? It involves a child we shared together, Harley. You need to get Alan to know his place. What did Keith tell you? I know all about your little house party, Yvette. Guess you learned absolutely nothing the last time you had company over your house when your parents weren't there. I'm not gonna do anything to hurt Keith. Of course you will. Do you know that he thinks you're the only girl he thinks you'll ever be with? You're gonna let him lose his virginity to you when you couldn't care less about him. So it's like that? Okay, Owen. Since you have no intention of apologizing to me or my husband, then you can walk out of my office. Is that what you want, or are you telling yourself that you should want that? Don't you realize how ridiculous you sound? No, I don't realize it, Wanda, and here's why. If you truly wanted me to stay out of your life, you would have notified security and banned me from stepping foot into this building. Don't tempt me. The only person in this room who's tempting is you. You did what? What did Isidore say? He acted like I was crazy and that I didn't know what I was talking about. Except we all know that I'm not crazy. Think again, because going after your father like that sounds pretty reckless to me, Alan. From the way you're reacting right now, you're not convincing me that I'm in the wrong. Why didn't you just leave it alone like I asked? You never really asked me to leave it alone. All you told me to do was to get out of your office because you weren't trying to discuss what my dad threatened you with. Let's say that your father did threaten me. Don't you realize that confronting him like that only put me in deeper trouble? What are you going on about, Isidore? What's going on between you and Alan this time? He gave me lip. The horror. How dare Alan, a 20-year-old young man, say anything that upsets his fragile father? I was downstairs speaking with Isabel. All of a sudden, Alan charges at me with these allegations that I threatened Terry so that she could endorse Heidi as DA. Are they allegations? You're not listening, Harley. My point is that Alan is taking Terry's side over his family's. Some days, I question if you dropped him as a baby when I wasn't looking, because it's not like him to defend an outsider over the family. First off, I never once dropped him, but you do have a point. This does sound a bit out of character for him. On the other hand, I can't say that I'm surprised that he's siding with Terry. What do you mean you're not surprised? What exactly do you know? At the end of the day, JJ, Keith shouldn't be telling you things that aren't your business. but I do care about him. We both know that's not true. I can't figure out what made me consider you a friend for a time. Because I told your family what you were going through when you ran away. After you were found, being friends with you were the greatest days of my life. I'm still the same girl you befriended after you started getting treatment. You certainly are, Yvette. You're the same liar who lied about Max forcing himself onto you. You're the same liar who only destroys people's lives and doesn't know how to stop yourself. Have you actually lost your mind, Owen? What do you mean I'm tempting you? You know how you consume my thoughts. Whenever I interact with you, all you tell me to do is to keep my distance, yet you still allow me to be a part of your life in some capacity. I tell you how I feel, and you pretend like my feelings don't matter. I'm in no mood to play your mind games. Don't try to act like I'm leading you on. You're the one who's been overly affectionate. You're the one who kissed me on the 4th. You finally admitted that the kiss happened. Now we're getting somewhere. Yes, I did kiss you on the 4th, but you didn't resist me. I walked away that night. I was in shock. Someone who is my friend kissed me knowing that I'm a married woman. Believe me, Owen, I've been resisting you ever since, which is why I'll be out of town spending quality time with my husband in Martha's Vineyard. How could I have caused you more trouble, Dr. Murphy? I'm not explaining myself any further. Come on, Dr. Murphy. Don't shut me out. I think that's exactly what I need to do. There's no way I'm going to stand around and allow you to make yourself my defender. I'm more than capable of taking care of myself. I know that you are. Then how come you confronted your father trying to protect me? Because I care about you, that's why. I don't really know anything. Okay. What exactly has Alan told you about Terry recently? Whenever Finnegan is in the room, or whenever I mention Finnegan, Alan never fails to mention Terry and how Finnegan was unfaithful to her. But it's not like he mentions the cheating as a fact. To me, it feels like he made himself her knight in shining armor. Not that I'm against our son bad-mouthing your boyfriend, but from what you just told me, this connection he seems to have with Terry seems strange. And I've been trying to figure out why he seems to care so much. What are you doing here? Hanging out with JJ? Is everything alright here? It will be once Yvette leaves. Okay, JJ. Whatever you hear about me after the weekend, just know that I'm not some monster. In fact, I think you already do know that. What was that all about? The other day, Keith told me that he and Yvette are gonna hook up during her house party. Ew. I know that hopping into bed with a guy isn't new to Yvette, but I didn't think she'd stoop that low. Sounds like she's just trying to prove to everyone that she and Keith are the real deal, even though everyone seems to know that their relationship is a sham. You're going out of town? For how long? That's none of your concern, Owen, especially when our friendship is officially over. Really? Just like that, we're no longer friends? Just like that. Or maybe you're only saying that because you're trying to deny your own feelings. To be honest with you, Wanda, I don't want to be your friend anymore either. I want something more. Guess this is goodbye. Get out of here. Okay, at least I still have my thoughts. Except the real thing doesn't compare. You'd agree since I'll be trapped in your thoughts. What did you just say to me? I care about you, Dr. Murphy. I care about you a lot. Don't say anything else. Clearly your head is going all over the place. This thing between us should have never gotten this deep. Trust me, I didn't expect to feel what I feel, but I do. Don't you feel the same? Alan, you and I are far apart in age. We can't get into anything serious. What's going on between us was never meant to last. Why not? Just think about it. If you and I decide to be public, then you'll be safe from my family's attacks. Absolutely not. Get out of here right now. When you do figure out what's going on with Alan, then I want to be the first one to know. Alan needs to remember what family loyalty is all about, and he's supposed to learn that from you. Is that right? I'm gonna pretend like I didn't hear that. What matters is that we're both on the same side here. At least we both agree that we can't allow Terry to turn Alan against his family.